Hi, intercessors. For once, we are all going through something really similar, and that is we're facing the challenge of how to thrive spiritually during a time of relative isolation. So, I recently wrote a blog post about 6 keys to surviving and thriving during your season of isolation, and I want to share those with you today. I believe they'll encourage your walk with God. First off, make a schedule with some breathing room. It's true that our bodies function best with a routine, and rather allow yourselves to day-to-day not have any sort of order or regularity. I would say keep a consistent schedule, and whenever you're at your best and you feel most alert, put your time with God at that spot. Then you'll reap the reward from that. Nextly is journal. God's going to be using this season to bring up to the surface heart issues that maybe in normal seasons wouldn't come up to the surface because we're busier and can spend more time around people. Don't let your feelings work you over. Rather, choose to work through your feelings. So, take some time to journal down your pains, aspirations, fears, and even faith declarations, and bring your mess before God and invite Him into the process through journaling. I don't think any spiritual discipline over the past couple of decades has given me more consistent help than spiritual journaling. Nextly, I would say set some goals and even make some of them fun. My wife is a huge list person. If Heather can get her objectives written down, the day goes so much smoother and she feels so much more accomplished at the end. Now, the items can be as major as organizing your closet or finishing a project at work, or it can be as minor as finding a new worship album that gives you some fresh inspiration in your time with God. I would encourage you to incorporate something new. My wife and I recently found some ballroom dancing instructional videos on YouTube and tried them out in our small living room, and it was actually a lot of fun. So try something new and different. Next, I would say embrace meditation. Now, meditation might be something that you intuitively think, yes, that's great, I already do that, thinking about the scriptures. Others, you might not have ever taken much time to get still and silent before the Lord. Not all prayer time, let me put it like this. You don't have to be talking all of prayer time. You need to practice that listening muscle, which really is like a muscle that needs to be practiced. So, during this time, set aside a block of 10 minutes. Pick a scripture verse and then just repeat it to yourself over and over again. If you begin to get distracted, use your breath. Use deep breaths to pull yourself back to that and fill your mind with the truth in Psalms 46:10. Be still and know that I am God. It'll give you peace to offer other people during this challenging time. Next, number 5, gather together digitally with other believers. And I've been really encouraged as I've seen Christians do Zoom calls, WhatsApp calls, and more with each other during this time and pray together. I'll say that it's not as powerful as being in the same room. It won't give you quite that same feeling, but it will let you feel, number 1, like you're not alone. Number 2, you'll be more alert. And number 3, you'll be more engaged as you intercede together. I have to believe Matthew chapter 18, verse 20 is not just for when you're physically in the same room, but when we're one heart and mind over our mobile, where 2 or 3 are gathered together. What does it say? That He is there with us in our midst. So let's really lean into that, even if it's over the internet. Lastly, I would say prayer is the greater work. Listen, you're gonna feel challenged, you're gonna feel ineffective or useless during this time. Don't let the devil pull that lie over you. Through intercession, you can be more powerful than ever. And I just want to encourage you. Lean into your identity as an intercessor. Set aside concentrated and more often times of intercession during this season, and I believe God is going to help you do prayer, the greater work, and help you grow in your identity as an intercession. So stay engaged and stay safe during this time.